Hello, students. Today we are going to talk about how to score 500 plus marks in the NEET exam. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few tips or the strategy to help you to score 500 plus marks. Okay, so first of all, being meticulous is really important during the preparation phase, and the second thing would be being confident and having a positive outlook. I think which is going to help you in the preparation and which is going to help you to keep your preparation in momentum. Okay, so now let's look at those few points which I think will help you to score 500 plus marks. So the first thing is going to be the reality check. Okay, now what do I mean by reality check is that you should be honest to yourself, okay, about your preparations. Okay, you may lie to others about your preparation, but you cannot lie to yourself. So you must know how much portion you have covered, um, in which all topics you're good, in which all topics you are very bad, or there must be few topics which you might have just left due to some reason, right? So you must know your strengths, your weaknesses. Okay, so this is what I call a reality check, because if you know these points, if you know the topic name, chapter names which you're good at or which you are bad at, you can distribute the time properly to those topics to um, to understand the topic well. Okay, you can just take the weak topic which you are bad at, and you can spend more time on it to get better on it. Okay, so the first is reality check. Now the second would be list of topics that are remaining. Now, uh, the list, as in, see, what you can do is that take the syllabus. Okay, either you can print it or you can just write it down. Take the syllabus and then write down the topic names, one, two, three, four. Okay, whatever it may be, write it down, and now divide these chapters into three different categories. Okay, the three categories are: first one is the strong, second one is the weak, and the last one is the pending. Okay, pending. Okay, so I want you guys to divide the topics into these three different categories. Okay, so see, for example, I'll just show you. Okay, see, now we can see here we have a physics chapter syllabus. Okay, now suppose you are really good at, I suppose you're good at current electricity. Okay, you're good at this chapter. So you're going to write here S, which means you're strong. Okay. Similarly, suppose if you are bad or you have not understood this ray optic topics not that well, then you're going to write weak in front of it. And suppose there is another chapter, let's take it as atoms, okay, which you haven't touched it at all, okay, or you have just started it, but you haven't finished it. So you can just write pending. So you have divided all the chapters into three different categories. Like that, you might write like this physical world and measurement as strong, or motion in plane as weak, work energy power as pending. Okay, so in this fashion you are going to distribute it. And now next what you're going to do, see, you will start. Now your aim is to uh, complete this portion by starting from pending topics. Then you will go to weak section, means the chapters which come into this category, and then you will go to strong section. Okay, so but while doing this part, pending and weak part, you are going to revise the strong part as in the chapters which you already know really well. You're going to keep revising it, and along with that you're going to start your preparation with the pending topic first and then weak topic first. Okay, I hope the second point is clear. Now then, the third point would be, okay, okay, the third one is the 60-40 rule. Now what do I mean by 60-40 rule? See, what we are going to do now, we know the topic names, okay, which we are good at and which we are bad at. So we have distributed them into strong, pending, and weak category. Okay, so now what you're going to do is that you are going to spend 60% of your time on these pending and weak chapters. I'm going to call these topics as new topics. Okay, because you haven't touched it before, and or you have not understood it well, so you're going to do it one more time. So new topics, and you're going to spend the 40% of your time on the strong topics. So spending 40% of your time on the strong topics is nothing but you are going to revise it. Correct? Okay, so what do I mean by 60-40 rule is that you're going to spend, or you're going to dedicate 60% of your time to the new topics, and you're going to spend 40% of your time in the revision. So that, and because of this, what is going to happen is that you are going to maintain a good balance, okay, between the new topics and the old topics. It is not just like you are understanding new topics and you have forgotten, or you're not remembering anything which you have done earlier. Okay, that is not going to be the situation. You're going to go parallelly. Okay, so here what you can do is that while revising, you can make short notes. Okay, which I think will take less time while you are revising. So whether it may be formulae or just the points of the derivation, or um, any like small definitions, but not completely, but just in points, you can just write it down, and you can make short notes, which I think will help you. Because see, when you are starting your revision, if you have only one chapter or two chapters, it is easy to revise completely. But later, when mm, for example, suppose if you're good at 10 chapters, okay, then it becomes difficult to revise everything. So that time, if you have short notes, I think it will be easy to just go through them to understand what is there exactly in that chapter. Fine. So this was about the third point. Now, the fourth point is this. Okay, mock test and question papers. Okay, so we all know that, see, question paper helps us, right? How they helps us? Because usually there are so many repetitive questions in the previous year question paper, right? So if we solve previous year question papers, the first thing which will help us is that it will give us the idea about the exam pattern, right? How the question paper is going to be. So exam pattern. Okay, this is the first advantage which we are going to get after solving the previous year questions. Secondly, uh, if you keep giving the mock tests, I think um, it will build the habit, okay, of giving the exams, and you will know how to manage time, and also you will have the idea about your accuracy level. Okay, means uh, how correct answer you're able to give in that particular time. Okay, because there is negative marking also in the NEET examination, right? So if you keep giving mock tests and question papers, I think it will help you to know your accuracy level. You will know the pattern, you will have the habit of writing. So even the time will be managed really well. Also, you can evaluate yourself. Okay, after you solve a question paper, you will know where you are going wrong and where which all in which all topics or in which all questions you are really good, right? So it will help you to understand, to evaluate yourself. Okay, so this was the fourth point. Then comes the next point, which is a timetable, right? So all the 4 points which we have seen till now will be we can work it out well if we have a carefully planned timetable, right? So if we have a great timetable, we will know when to do what, right? So how much time I'm going to give for like 60%, which we have dedicated for the new topics, means the pending topics and the weak topics. So we will know when to do that, or when to do revision, plus when to give mock test, when to solve the old question paper. So this all will be done if we have a carefully planned timetable. Okay, so being having a disciplined uh, like we have to study really in a disciplined way, and for that timetable will help us, or else we will get confused when to do what, and we might just end up doing nothing at all. Okay, also timetable, if we properly follow a timetable, we might actually finish our things maybe 1 week earlier, and we will have enough time to just practice and to revise everything one more time. Okay, this is the importance of having the timetable. Now the last thing would be, okay, the consistency and the belief. Okay, see, uh, in the beginning of the preparation, we all will be having the high energy, so that time it is very easy to be keep doing the things in the beginning. Okay, but keeping the same doing the same thing for a longer amount of time, okay, it takes uh like for that we have to be consistent, right? So, and keeping uh, having a belief, right, that you're going to do well, having a positive mindset that yes, things are going to work out well, right? So if you be consistent, surely the result will be the way you want it to be. So for that, you have to keep doing what you have decided, like follow the timetable properly, be true honest to yourself about what you know, what you don't know, give mock tests, um, solve previous year question papers. Okay, and understand how much time you're taking to solve this question. Okay, when you need to improve, why you're going wrong at this particular question. Okay, so if you do this and if you have a positive mindset, okay, I think it will be very easy for you to score 500 plus marks. Plus, um, if you have followed these steps properly during your preparation phase, you will have a calm mind. And I think during the examination, having a positive and calm mind is really helpful than being in the state of panic state, right? So it is very it is going to be very helpful if you follow the steps. Okay, I hope these points have helped you to uh, in some way to uh, like I have given you the information what I know, so I think it is helpful. Bye, thank you.